Jefferson Before Dying is a heartfelt story about a man named Jefferson. Jefferson was wrongly accused of being involved in a crime that he actually was not, and was mainly accused of being involved in it because of his skin color. But this story is not told in Jefferson's point of view. It is told in Grant Wiggins' first-person point of view, a teacher of a small black school. In the 1940s, this is sadly how it was with white men ruling over black, and this is affected throughout the entire story. When Jefferson went to jail, he was called a hog, and by the end of the lecture, he was convinced he was one. So, his aunt, Miss Emma, asked her friend Lou if her nephew could visit Jefferson and help him realize that he is not a hog. The reason why she wanted her good friend's nephew to help is because he is a teacher and his name is Grant Wiggins. With the convincing support of his girlfriend Vivian, Grant reluctantly decided to help Aunt Lou and Miss Emma, even though he believed he couldn't do anything. And it was hopeless for a while. Grant would visit Jefferson and see no change. He would barely even talk or eat. But as Grant continued, he slowly got through to Jefferson to a point where Grant said, and I quote, "I caught myself grinning like a fool. I wanted to throw my arms around him and hug him. I wanted to hug the first person I came to. I felt like someone who had just found religion. I felt like crying with joy. I really did," he states on page 186. From that final breakthrough, Jefferson finally started to see the light that he was a man and not a hog, and he wanted to make his Aunt Emma proud of him. All along, Miss Emma and Aunt Lou wanted Jefferson to show the white men that he can walk beside them as an equal and cannot be put down by them. And in the end, that's exactly what Jefferson did when he faced execution from a crime he wasn't involved in. He walked like the true man he was. I believe Gaines wrote this story because he wanted to send a very powerful message to readers. He wanted to put across a message of not only how conditions were back then, but how the black community truly had the strength to make a change, and how amazing that part of history was. He portrayed the story not through the eyes of the victim, but through the eyes of a somewhat witness of sorts, who was there to help him, which was very eye-opening. Gaines did not make the story a happy ending, but in an odd, contradicting way, he did. It was not a happy ending because Jefferson was, in the end, executed, when he was actually a good man. But it was a happy ending because of how Grant did end up reaching Jefferson, and got him to walk and act like a man and not a hog. This, I feel, gives readers a sense of empowerment to stand up for themselves. That when you are in a tough situation, you need to stay strong. Keep your head up even though there's no way out. Don't let anyone feel as if they've won when you know they're wrong. Hold your head high and show that you will not let them get to you. And you are the mature one.